Gentlemen, and other, we are back with the last night of the winter split of the PMA LCS. We've got We Are Rhino versus the Spanish Torpedoes. I am Jirachi. I am here with Sivan.
How's it going, guys? What is up?
And for tonight's match, yep, We Are Rhino is going to be the blue side. We've got Indie top lane, Juice Me Daddy. I'll put his actual in-game name currently on stream. Yes. In the jungle, it's Guy Fieri. In the mid lane, Violet Sociocat. Fudgy Ditters will be the AD carry, and his support will be Zorpox.
And on the side of TST, we are going to have Debrosius in the top lane, Clumsy Chocobo in the jungle, the Torpedo, you know him as the Will Brooks in the mid lane, Digital Love 69 as AD carry, and Rob on support.
Make sure I'm on PMA LCS. Yes, I'm on PMA LCS. I just gotta change the title.
Oh, something happened. Oh, I think you cut it into a video.
Why do I?
Oh, no, we're back. Never mind. You're good.
We're good. So yeah, for just I heard a ping. Sivan. Oh, hi. Thanks, Sivan. Thanks for the sub, Sivan. So, going into picks and bans, for the record, the teams are not drafting in what is on your screen. They are still drafting in Pro Draft, but for stream purposes, I just have this up and I'm updating. So yeah, so let's talk us through some pick bans, Sivan.
Right, so far we have Jarvan Sejuani, and then on the side of board they just banned Kha'Zix again. So I think both teams seem to be focusing a lot on the jungle.
As you say that, the Misfortune ban comes
Misfortune
in.
comes out. Right. I think obviously that's definitely really important to ban out Clumsy Chocobo. I mean, obviously he's one of the better players, I think, on the Spanish Torpedoes. Definitely a better carry for their team. I would be surprised if I didn't see a support ban, though, in the first round. I think banning out at least Morgana or something of Rob's pool might be a Shen.
Shen ban, that definitely targeted at the Brosius, although I have no idea if Rob's been playing the Shen support. That has become kind of flavor of the month, so we'll see how that one turns out.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
And the Malzahar ban. Wait, the TST
from
banned it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think they don't want to risk War first picking it away from them.
See, I don't know if that would happen, though. I don't know if Ali necessarily would first pick a Malzahar over something else.
Well, she's going to first pick a Taric. So, I mean, considering it's a takeaway from Will, and considering Violet Sociocat plays a very good Malzahar, I would not be surprised at all if that were to come in. But as it is, TST has banned it. The first pick is the Taric for Zorpox, his probably #1 champion for the split.
Yeah, you know, Zorpox has actually proved to be a very, very good support player. His Taric, he's played it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times this split.
Okay. Sorry, keep going.
Nami. So actually, I don't know how that matchup goes. I don't really know much about bot lane, but I know Taric definitely is one of his best champions. He wins consistently on it. I don't know his actual win rate on it. I could look that up and see. Looks like he wins.
I
think he wins 2/3 of the games on Taric, I believe.
Okay. That's pretty good win rate. And Ezreal coming in for Fudgy Ditters, that's going to be in favor of War, definitely for laning. Once late game comes around, then the Vayne outscales an Ezreal super hard, and with a Nami, she'll have plenty of peel. She'll have the buff with the Tidecaller's Blessing. But the Maokai is going to come in as the next pick for War, and that will give that plus the Taric. That's going to give the Ezreal a lot of room to just pump out the damage. We'll see if Fudgy Ditters goes for the blue build that's been more popular recently, or still goes the Triforce.
Right. You know, the only problem I have with this is that I don't think that Digital Love has played. Oh, he played a game of Vayne last week.
Of Vayne, but I believe did they lose that?
I don't know. I could be wrong. I think that might be the game they won. I think they lost the Callista game.
Elise. It's actually an Elise. Okay.
Interesting. Oh no, it was a Tristana. Oh, they edited it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I
Then
see.
Vi ban. Okay. This is why we have this on screen and not pro draft, because they screw things up. Not curse on stream yet.
Yes, to John the Vandal, my good friend. Pro draft is up, but we are using this to make it more clear for the viewers and whatnot. So yes.
And also to have not the champ names, the summoner names on the sides.
Yes,
which
that as well.
I couldn't get that to be a thing with pro draft. Not like, obviously I can't do that in pro draft, but with an overlay, yada yada. Yeah, no, it didn't work. So we're just here. And the last ban is a brand. Yeah, that's not a misban. Wilbrooks, his secondary champ seems to be the brand, and brand getting a buff recently. He had a huge jump in win rate in solo queue, and not banned. He could, Wilbrooks could easily pull it out, but all those bans, Ornn gets left up, and that's gonna just get snatched up immediately for the Proteus.
Yeah, this is an interesting team composition coming up for TSD. I don't think I've seen much. So they pick Elise, and they're playing a very squishy team comp. I don't think Ornn's that great of a tank anymore. I think he's still okay, but the team comp with the Corki mid lane. I think this is and the Aatrox. This is like,
let's go.
This is like the dream team for War. This is like the picks that they make every time and they win games. This is so it's a Maokai jungle. That's what Eric likes to play. I think they got everything they wanted right here.
Yeah, this is basically a comp of either number 1 or number 2 choices. In most cases, almost their number 1. The only ones I could argue are not number 1 are the Corki. Maybe. That's still a strong case for number 1 there. The Maokai, just because Eric has a pretty flexible champ pool within what he does play. And then Fudgy, his main has been Misfortune. His Ezreal is still really good though. And it's their entire team got their number 1 or 2. Meanwhile, TST, the counter pick to the Corki is going to be Lux for the Wilbrooks. So we will have to see how he responds to pressure Violet Sociocats Corki can bring.
Who dares defy my will?
I won't be denied.
So, band music.
Just running through these. So, I'm curious as to why they prioritized a Misfortune ban. I mean, I understand that it plays well into Tristana, and maybe they were going for or not Tristana, Vayne. Maybe they were going for an easier lane for the Vayne, but the Ezreal I don't know if is that much easier, especially with a Taric.
Yeah,
I think putting more pressure onto Eric would have been better.
I think what they're going for maybe is, well, Fudgy has looked comfortable on Ezreal, but has looked insanely comfortable on the Misfortune. That is the pick he has looked the best on this split. Yes, she got taken down a notch, and Ezreal is still more popular, but cannot discount a Misfortune team fight. And also, they have the Ornn, they have some great pick potential in the Elise Lux. They have a good team fight comp here. Having a Misfortune on the other side to kind of screw that all up is... They don't want that, they'd rather have the Ezreal, I think.
Yeah, I think that with the Lux versus Corki matchup, it's going to be pretty much just farming, probably the majority of the time. And I think the Corki is going to be able to shove in, even though the Lux has a lot better shove just in the way that Will plays the lane usually. I think the Corki will take the edge and shove in, and then be able to roam down with package, which is going to cause problems, especially with the Maokai. And I think we're going to see a lot of action in the bot lane. So it's going to be interesting. Hopefully both top laners take teleport and
If I want your opinion,
go for
I'll
some sort of
beat
play.
it out of you.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some heavy roaming from Violet Sociopath, even if she doesn't have package up. If she roams down the bot lane, puts a ton of pressure on the Vayne Nami, Ezreal already pressures the Vayne out of lane. And if just Corki helping out on top of that, the Vayne won't be able to stay in the lane at all. Fudgy can get a huge lead over Digital Love.
Right. Also, people on stream are asking you to turn down game volume. They said, or client volume, it's too loud. If you got that, I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, someone let me know if that's better.
Okay.
So let's see what else. Summoner spells, standard across the board. I mean, we can only really talk about summoner spell variation in mid and support, but exhaust coming out for both supports. Not too surprising, neither of them have a ton of kill pressure. The Ezreal can pressure the Vayne out of the lane, but with the Nami sustain, plus the Fleet Footwork and Bloodline, I anticipate the Vayne taking, plus Relic Shield, just all the sustain, the Ezreal doesn't have a ton of kill pressure. So, just having exhaust, knowing like they can't, even if they take the ignite, they can't really do that all in, get a kill off that. Just taking the exhaust for team fights, definitely smart. Heal coming out for Violet, Sociocat, and Barrier for the Willbrook, so the defensive option lanes as well.
Yeah, you know, that being said, as much as I don't think that Ezreal has kill pressure, I do think that there's going to be a lot of focus from War in the bot lane. I mean, both top laners have TP, and we have the Maokai, who will probably be looking for a two-person play, and then the Corki package. I would imagine that there's going to be a lot of fighting in bottom, so even though the lane itself doesn't have kill pressure, I'd also think that the team will focus the bot lane a lot. And also, Fudgy Ditters has proven to, and Zorpox as well, that lane has proven to be a pretty damn good bot lane, probably, in my opinion, the second best, right behind Piper and Alistar Moody. But they, I think, have the potential to do some work in the bot lane, so as much as the lane itself, like champion-wise, might not be a big deal, I think still might see some action.
Yeah, and if I may submit, also from personal experience laning against them, as a laning duo, they're not particularly impressive, but where, like, Fudgy Ditters absolutely shines in team fights, Zorpox shines protecting him, and if they get a gank, they can absolutely, or get like a 3-4 man pile up, even if it's a 4v4 and even fight, they can absolutely make something happen, so... That being said, though, I still like the exhaust, so we'll see how this turns out, and yeah, who do you think is going to take this game?
I think War will take this game. I mean, I don't think, even though the team composition seems somewhat even in terms of a lot of individual lanes, I think the overall team fight is definitely on War's side. Plus, just how we've seen War play as a team in general. Just from past experience and stats and everything that I'm looking at right now, is just War's gotta take this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with War as well. I probably would have said before the draft, but honestly, after the draft, it just solidifies it. Yes, TST's comp is good, but like I said in Ban, War's comp fits together well into a nice team fight comp. You have some split pressure, some split poke, and then some good disengage. They have good siege and good 4-1. but these are all comfort champs, and that is huge in this league where we're not exactly professionals. Having comfort can go a long way. Like, I could be playing Vayne, but no one actually wants me to do that, even though she's basically the strongest AD carry right now. It's about comfort.
I think, especially in this league, it's definitely about comfort. I mean, we all know that I have my comfort picks, but like, it's definitely all about that. Like, who can play well on what champion. I don't think there's really a meta that has to be defined in the league. If someone's good at a champion, you ban it because we're not able to play well against everything. So though professionals might know counter picks and might know the meta well and can play around that, just basing it off of individual skill on different characters and champions.
We are loading into game of the first game of the final match of the day, War versus TST. Drop those hashtags WarWin or hashtag TST win in the Twitch chat. Yes, I'm aware that the in-game client is not on screen right now. I need to fiddle around with some settings. I'll just throw it up now, and y'all can deal with the incorrect resolution.
Yes. Okay, mine is being weird about loading. What the heck? Okay, there we go.
Okay. Some swaps. Boop, 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 boop. And
Oh, someone joined us.
Are you guys live?
yes.
Yes, we are.
PMA LCS!
Hi, Greg.
Goodbye.
You gonna join it? Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
You left. Okay, you left.
Alrighty.
So yeah, welcome to the game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Quality cast coming in here. Okay. Let's stop eating food and actually look at some stuff that's happening. No real level 1 invades, yeah. Both teams playing it safe.
Minions have
Just a couple of other things about this match. This match has playoff seeding implications. TST cannot make playoffs. War is in playoffs. However, if War QO this, they have a chance at 3rd seed. Possibly 2nd seed, depending on how like tiebreakers stuff ends up.
Yes, I think that's currently being worked out. Greg has finally returned, so
yeah, we're working out tiebreaker stuff if that's possible. And yeah, but if they get 1-1 or 0-2, then they're stuck in 4th seed. So, and you never know with TST. They could be just like, okay, let's just have some fun. Let's not care, even though there's some playoff seeding implications. Or they could go ham and really try to take the game off these guys. Also, Clumsy Chocobo is 4 deaths off of breaking the record for most deaths in a split, so he's gonna hit that. It's just a matter of when. Okay, Steven, give me a time and in which game you think that record gets broken. Broken, not tied.
Give you a wait. I'm sorry. Say again.
Is going down. The unstoppable shield coming in. Meanwhile, bot lane, the double stun coming out from the Terra Digital of taking a ton of damage. No one has gone down yet, though. The Brosius was able to back out safely with the help of that shield.
I think I'm behind you in time.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. I'm back to normal.
That's fine. Okay. Give me a time. When do you think Julio hits 104 deaths?
104 deaths. Well, let's see. What's he at right now?
103. Sorry, he's at 99.
99. Oh,
Record is
104
102. When does he hit 103? 4 deaths.
Okay, so he needs 4 deaths, and
Keep
he's on
thinking about it because
release.
Guy Fieri has found Clumsy Chocobo. His own Knuckle Violence Source guys here on the roam as well. Gut comes over the wall. He's forced to repel. Well, there's gonna
Should
be
go
one.
down.
Oh, the fail flash, the first blood for Malaka Strand. 3 more to go, boys.
Okay, so
Now
that
go.
being said, now I'm gonna make the time even earlier. I'm gonna go with 13 minutes into the game. He will have 4 deaths.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Bold prediction: 10 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't have faith in him though. I have faith in him to feed his ass off.
Whoa.
Oh god. We are down one Elise flash. Let's see. Or did not burn any summoner spells in that, so they can possibly keep looking for these invades. And now we have Clumsy Chocobo finding Guy Fieri with the cocoon actually, and just gonna go in. Guy Fieri taking super low on this invade. Violet Sociocat here with the heal. In the backup though, the repel again. Will Bricks late on the return, but oh, the binding
Nice
flash
flash.
from Guy Fieri. Violet Sociocat is still up though. Oh man, and meanwhile top lane, Debrosius is low on mana as well. The flash force from Debrosius, and there's a solo kill for Aatrox. And meanwhile bot lane, we've got action everywhere. No kills in mid lane.
Yeah, I think Ali flashed at the end there and was looking for the kill, but then flashed the wrong way.
Yeah, she's starting to run a bit low on mana. Brooks still pretty healthy, still has both summoners, which is important. If Clumsy Chocobo chooses to gank, Valsosacat only has a Valkyrie to get out. And that's might not be quite enough if she just finds a bunch of CC.
Yeah. Now, the only problem I have with the Lux lane is it's sometimes very hard into the Corki to pick up CS, which you're already seeing, especially when it's a matchup like Ali versus Will. I think it's going to be difficult for Will to keep up.
Oh, Clumsy Chocobo, oh my god! Are you kidding me?
That's a
What?
death.
That is a... It counts, yes. Oh, holy
Did he at least get the camp? Oh, he got the camp, right?
No.
Wait, he didn't?
No, the icon's still on the map.
Oh, yeah, I just
Didn't
turned off
even
Fog
kill
War. Yeah,
the
it's still
wall.
there.
Oh my, yo. Oh my, is he trying to hit this record at 10 minutes?
That is
I
unfortunate.
swear to God he is. Oh my god.
My spectator's having trouble keeping up and keeps on lagging out, so
Yeah, okay.
we'll see how this goes.
Well, it's fine. Worst comes to worst, just watch Twitch.
Yeah.
Not horrendously bad. Yeah, oh, okay. The Aatrox can continue beating up on the Ornn. One's gonna use the charge, will not land the knockup, but Excuse Me Daddy will land that knockup, forcing out the stopwatch from the Brosius, and yep, there's another
Should be
solo kill.
a dead, yeah.
Yeah, there's. And oh my god, the walking bugs are just oh my god, like stutter steps.
See, this is exactly how I thought top lane was gonna play out. I don't think it's a good idea, especially a player like Debrosius. Like nothing against him, but the matchup between Caleb and him is just definitely in Caleb's favor. Just Caleb is so good on this champion.
I mean, Ornn is Ornn, but Caleb's Aatrox is Aatrox. Oh, in the meantime, mid lane, Valsosacat eats the bind. Will trade back a bunch of auto damage though, but gets out by the cocoon. The laser coming out will chunk her down. Caleb is here for the counter game, but a nice repel from Clumsy Chocobo, who trying to find her, and Will Brooks will take down Violet Sociocat, but just Daddy gets his 4th kill. Chocobo ties the record
One death away.
for most deaths in LCS split. They do trade a 1-for-1, which is good for TST. They do get an all-important kill on the Violet Sociocat, but they need to shut down that Aatrox. And Julio needs to die once more in 2 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna have
Watch Julio not die the rest of this entire
Oh
series.
my god, I would get so tilted. Hasn't he been trying to break the death record? Or something? I feel like he has been.
So I think it's pretty interesting about the way Caleb plays this Aatrox is that he goes up top lane, or he shoves in top lane, and then when he roams, he actually ignores some of the wave that like starts to crash back and freeze. He doesn't necessarily pick up all of the minions he can, but just enough that he can stay ahead and still put pressure on the rest of the map, which is really quite interesting. It's pretty cool.
I don't know, I guess maybe, well, who knows, because Cat is using a package to come on in. The laser coming out, double laser. Gapier is forced to back out, but here's an Aatrox. We're gonna have a dead. Throws yes, and yep, there we go. There's another one. Except Cat picked that one up. Oh god. Okay. Julio's gonna get out. We're gonna wait a little bit. That's okay. But we're just gonna go ahead and steal his camp, so he's getting put like quite far behind. It is already 400 gold down on Guy Fieri, and the entirety of War has already shot up to 4k gold, most of which, good chunk of which, is on the back of the Aatrox 1.7k up. Jesus, oh my god. And yeah, Caleb's already finished the Phantom Dancer, so... Oh boy. If the Ornn wasn't hurting before, he definitely is now.
And then we just have the farm differentials in every are super far ahead for War. So already have the 4k gold lead. It's a lot of gold for 10 minutes.
I think it's just like this is just War beating War. They have advantages in basically every lane. Like you could argue about jungle, not so much with like performance to split, but like what Julio can do. Like maybe argue there, you can maybe argue about bot lane, but and at least with performance to split, every lane for War has been at least more than a little bit better than their counterparts on TNT. And in the meantime, middle lane. Oh, Wilbrook's flashing away from Alley.
Oh, and she misses.
The flash away from the laser guy. Fear is chasing after Wilbrooks. Oh boy. Eventually, oh, the barrier gonna come in and oh, the sapling kill. Guy Fury picks it up, but Chocobo is on the case. Gonna eventually find this Maokai. Ornn is roaming down as well. Catches him with the cocoon. This should be a dead Guy Fury eventually. It's a tanky Maokai, but clumsy Chocobo does pick up a kill. But the double bubble bot lane, nice. Nice Aqua Prison from Rob, and oh god. But do I even need to commentate this? No.
Oh, it's really unfortunate. Ali missed the.
No, I don't need to commentate that. You know what? Next time I see an Aatrox just 1v1ing an Ornn, I'm gonna pan away. Oh, Clumsy Choco finds another cocoon. Finding Violet Sociocat repels into the air, is gonna find a second kill. Clumsy Chocobo dying 3 times early on the leads, but keeping himself a little bit right now.
Yeah, I mean that's just Corki is just not very strong early on, and then the Elite is definitely an early.
The really needing is Triforce Power Spike to get anything really going. Before that, he's fine. Like, he's not bad early. But Elise is really good early. So, yeah, maybe just not the right fight for Ali to take just yet. Give it 20 minutes and that will be a good fight.
I think it's gonna be really important for Digital Love to keep up in farm if they want any chance at winning this game.
For what? He's not that far behind Ezreal actually, which is a good sign for the main. And talked about maybe Fudgy Ditters and Zorbox getting some help from the rest of the map. That has not happened. It's just been bot lane and then a 3-man death squad. Well, maybe more accurately an Aatrox Death Squad with some backup, but like...
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised. I actually probably should have noticed that in Pick Ban, like, that they'd play around the Aatrox, which, like, that's
Double
obviously...
landing on the Fudgy Ditters, but not much more is going to come. That Digital Love does not quite tumble out of the way of the Dazzle. And Crouch coming out, nicking Digital Love. Mystic Shot as well. The wave is going to come out. Gonna catch Sword Pox, but not Fudgy Ditters. We got two junglers here as well. Cosmic Rage is coming down. The Flash Forward going to catch onto Rob, but he flashes away. Gets his heal as well. It's also coming out. Comfy Chocobo is quite low. Gonna get nicked by the root and is gonna go down. We have a record broken, ladies, gentlemen, and other. We have a new death leader in a single split.
Amazing.
Quality gameplay. Wait, did you say 13 minutes?
I did.
Hey, you got it right.
I'm a
Well,
genius.
if we round it, you were a minute off, but let's ignore the seconds completely. You got it right.
Hooray.
200 IQ for this. Meantime, the Aatrox steals a red buff, so yeah, I really don't need to watch one getting killed anymore. Oh, very fun. Just advance onto Wilbrooks, who will miss a light binding. Also, Cat has no mana and is not really able to back up the gank, so just a little bit of damage forces Wilbrooks away. We'll be forced back to 2 tower. Where's he gonna come back? He's gonna come back.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for Will to back here.
Yeah, he has mana and Violent Cat doesn't. For what it's worth, he has pulled back a little bit, and yes, at the very least, he has managed to not keep that lead for Alec being too big.
I think Will should wait until he has 1500 gold to back. I don't think it's... He's not in any pressure.
Yeah.
I guess it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay to back. That's fine.
He's pushing out this wave and then backing, not backing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he doesn't have vision. He doesn't know if Guy Fieri can show up, but like, he has a barrier. He has a decent chunk of health and mana, so he can protect himself.
Wow, it's almost 1500 gold advantage for the Ezreal just off of the kill in CS because of Kleptomancy.
Oh, true. Oh god, Klepto.
He's been landing so many Qs, I've just been watching them for a while now. They've just been hitting those Qs left and right.
Also, can't find package on though. Oh, Guy Fieri dodges the disadvance with Repel. Wall comes out, gonna with Chocobo, and there's another one. Just stacking up the record more and more. Vile Cat going on a hunt for the Wilbrooks. Won't actually be able to find him. And on top of all that, Aatrox has a Rift Herald. Oh god, I don't want to be Debrosius this game at all.
So this is going to be a rough one. I think by 20 minutes, there'll probably be at least a 10k gold lead. Which is just insane.
Lord. Oh, Digital Love. What's worth Digital Love? Oh wait, you went Infinity Edge first. I'm actually not sure about that. Honestly, I mean, like, Infinity Edge, if you're snowballing, great, but like, it actually benefits Bane a lot. Bane benefits a lot from this Shiv. Like, that's, like, yes, the JD and extra is great, but like, the Shiv proc on top of Tumble is just so much burst, and having a DF plus that is, it's a lot better for the Vayne if you can snowball and get 90 and go ahead, but Vayne really isn't snowballing, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of damage coming out from that Ezreal as well. That Vayne's super low.
Nope. We're gonna find the Aatrox, and he's just gonna go in and 1v2 for a bit until wait. Nope, shutdown coming in for Clumsy Chocobo, actually. That is gonna be huge for them. The Ram coming out, not gonna land onto Valtos again though.
They did get both of Will's sums though, so that could be pretty important.
Oh, the Cosmic Radiance coming out, forcing the heal, will not get the stun flashes from Fudgy Ditters and from Digital Love. Will barely get away from that. They're still pressuring this up super hard. They could be getting tower though. Are they gonna get tower? They're gonna just let this wave crash proxy, and yes, they will get another tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Maybe not the cleanest fight in the world, but like Fudgy and Zorbox got what they wanted. Maybe they wanted to kill, but they still forced out the TSC bot lane, got the tower. Maybe if Fudgy had flash with the dazzle on him, that might have worked. Oh, but in the meantime, another Cocoon Clumsy Chocobo picks up another kill for himself, 4, 5, and 1. This is actually, yes, the death count is high, but this Elise is actually quite strong.
Yeah, and going back on the bot lane thing, I think this is what I was talking about beforehand.
I'm just gonna cut you off for a second because Will Brooks is finding a bunch of people and gonna pop the stopwatch. Should be dead though. Yep, Fudgy there. Will pick up the kill. Teleport in from the Brosius. Guy Fury is gonna flash away. There's Zorbox is here as well. Cocoon going wide. Brosius is still gonna be threatening. Forcing Guy Fury back, but oh god, Aatrox is here. There's no way they can fight this now. Rob gets tagged and will be able to heal himself, get out. No kill's gonna go down, but War will secure this red buff again. Clumsy Chocobo has not had control of his red buff for the past 10 minutes. Hello, they're going back in onto Rob. Forces the flash out, the Ram coming in, the stun will not allow the Ram knockup to come in. A nice heads up play from Zorbox. Rosie is charging in though, and there's a lot of vein damage. Fudgy Ditters gets hit by the pummel, and he's just gonna go down. Unfortunate CC. Clumsy Chocobo picking up a 5th. And after all that, TST gonna find the pick.
Wow.
That was a fight.
A lot of action this game.
Yeah. It's not just TST rolling over. They're finding picks. They're gonna pick off Guy Fury, finding a kill for Digital Love, who is down in CS a little bit, but has not died yet, which is what the Bane wants, basically. So he will be able to scale.
Yeah, this is a. I think this is just a lot of over-aggression from War. They're just not respecting at all anything that TST is doing. And they just think they can like walk in their jungle for free.
TST, I mean, for what it's worth, they're not just rolling over. Like, they're not being weak on TSM, just sitting back and letting the opponent crush them. Oh god, Menbug's probably watching is now gonna start flaming me.
Lol.
But they're not just rolling over and dying. They're finding some plays. Yes, they are responding to this over-aggression, but Clumsy Chocobo is also running around the map making quite a few plays. So, I mean, even if War takes us down, yeah, and TST are putting up quite a bit of a fight. They do, yes, to say they're putting up a fight, but they've got a long way to go. 9k gold down, it's 21 minutes. Still, they're down 3 towers to 0. They do have a bit of ground they can make up if they can find a good fight and get one of those towers. It's a good amount of standing gold, but in the meantime...
I think it's just... Right now, it's just going to be important for the Vayne to find the kills and the CS that she needs to get.
Digital Love is the team blink edition. Rob stepping a bit more forward, finds the double bubble. Is on the tank, so forces out the Cosmic Radiance, so they're going to want to back out. That's a nice down burn out of War. Now, if TST wants to re-engage, they can. Cocoon does go wide though, so gotta wait for that.
That was really good. Really good play. I was just gonna say that was a really good play from TST getting that ult out.
Oh,
it's great work.
Okay, he's gonna get a couple autos and just be like, nope, I'm out. I don't think we've touched on this yet, but the Brosius frozen hard. It's a good fight.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay, well, we've got a barely started up. Or inside of the Rhino. TST do know they are collapsing, stick a ward in, and War are going to be peeling off of this. Chocobo threatening, not quite find the cocoon, just short. And in the meantime, we've got an Aatrox Soling Dragon, that's Infernal, that's going to be unfortunate for TST and quite the teamfight power going back to Leo Rhino, but now TST are actually the ones with the push going, but with the wave clear. Can't find that tower quite yet.
So far, just a lot of
Fudgy
dancing.
flashes forward, gets shut down. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Clumsy Chocobo was low health, but that's a jungler down. So there's a Baron for Leo Rhino. Slide my penny away from that. The 4v3 coming in the Baron pit. I don't even know if TST can contest this. Wave is only going to land on Wild, so scat in the back. The Binding going to land onto 2, and they're just going to peel off a Baron. The Lux Laser just goes completely wide, and the TP in for the Aatrox. They're just going to start clearing out TST. Baba's getting beat up, and the double kill coming in for the Aatrox. 3 down in total with Julio going down earlier. Easy Baron, 4 War, easy couple kills, and now they have all the tempo going.
This game's not quite the cleanest, but they're gonna rotate top, grab a tower.
Not the cleanest. You can, War still has a clear advantage. But again, TST are not just rolling over in time. They're still fighting. Granted, fighting for that Baron probably was a good call considering that they were down a man and a jungler. But I mean, they still went for it, which tells you something. Oh, in the meantime, Zorbash just getting picked off the Binding. That's an exit kill for TST. They're now going onto the Aatrox. We'll get knocked up, we'll get bubbled, we'll get his passive pop, and he should be dead. Another cocoon shut down, going down onto the Wilbrooks, picks up his kill. And it's not so much an overstay, but we're reaching a bit too far. Get the inhib, but lose a couple kills in return.
I don't think it's that big a deal in hindsight.
No,
I mean,
no, not
they still have 3 Barons. The 2 kills for the inhib I think is fine. They get the map pressure now. They just rotate bot and take 2 towers.
They got the inhib tower too, so it's still an overall advantage going over to their side. But ST, they pick up something, which is kind of all they can hope to right now.
Yeah.
Also, for what it's worth, Fudgy has 3 items. Still has the stopwatch. He took commencing stopwatch mastery. Oh, I'm going to just stop that point because they're just finding the Wilbrooks package coming in by also so picking up their 3rd kill of the match. Bubble and then the pin. So there's a pick, and that's going to prompt the immediate push onto mid lane by this 4-man squad. In the poke now, Vigil is already down to half health. And Jesus, the Corky Ezreal is like one of my favorite duos who are did an ADC. Just because like double skill shot poke can hit it.
Oh, certainly.
Ain't gonna find Zorbox right now. Visual of with tumble in. Capitalize on that though. Tower going down as the ramp comes out, only gonna hit Guybiri with the knockup. Dazzle coming out, the Zorbox gonna get hit by the bubble again, but the Brosius just gets melted in the front. Guybiri will be the one to pick up that kill. Who's gonna land onto Rob? He gets melted as well. Digital Love is some going bait spot in here. There's me Daddy. Uses Digital Love, the double kill for the Fudgy Ditter. The ace coming out for We Are Rhino. TST did pick up a fight. 27 minutes in, we're gonna take this first game.
Yep, I mean, pretty much as expected. The Aatrox gets super big. I don't think there was enough time War to control that entire game. I mean, there just wasn't enough time for Digital Love to get going. Too much action for Vayne.
So, yeah, let's go. Game 1 goes to We Are Rhino MVP. Who are you giving it to?
Oh gosh, I'd have to give it to Caleb in the top lane on the Aatrox. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, who else do you give it to?
There was just he just absolutely annihilated his lane. And there was so much map pressure because of him that Ali would use packages wherever she wanted. She just like could go on whoever, and yeah, just well-rounded play from the rest of the team. And then the Aatrox just allowed that to happen. He was the enabler, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm giving it to Caleb as well. If you agree with us, though, let it be known. Vote in the MVP poll, which has just been dropped into Twitch chat. So yeah, go vote there. Yeah, we will be back in just a few seconds. We will be cutting the VOD as per usual. But don't go away. We'll be back in just a minute in game 2 of We Are Rhino versus TST.